my son bought the book as soon as it was published for my granddaughter.
Okay, great, great. How old's your
And
granddaughter?
she was a year and a half.
Okay,
And
great.
but the colors and everything, she loved it.
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman,
And if you were just
Logan
trying to get to
Crawford.
investigators, they now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're whisking you away on a magical journey with a terrific author. Her name is Leticia Vizcarra, and she has penned a book you're just going to love. It is called Darla the Tooth Fairy and the Magic Pillow. This enchanting children's book introduces Darla, a kind-hearted tooth fairy who shares whimsical adventures with a young girl named Sarah in a land full of wonder. It's a heartwarming and imaginative tale that encourages children to dream big and believe in magic, even after their baby teeth are gone. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Leticia, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you.
Love the story. It's very inventive, very imaginative, and very needed because kids do have a lot of fears and trepidations when it comes to losing their teeth. Certainly, I would have trepidations about losing my teeth. And it's just as traumatic in many ways to children. The Tooth to Children. Tooth Fairy makes it a little bit easier. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this book.
So I work in a dental office, and it's a specialty office, and one of our specialties is pediatric dentistry. And I've been in pediatric dentistry probably for maybe a little over 10 years.
Most of the kids, I'd imagine, come in are a little bit scared.
Yes, yes.
So what do you do to comfort them at the pediatric dental office?
So we talk to them. At our office, we have an amazing staff that know how to, comfort the children. We talk to them. We give them stickers. We give them prizes after their dental visit.
I think you should give them your book now too, or have your book there that they can read. So I think that will make it a little more fun too. Have you thought about that? Have you incorporated the book into the practice at all?
No, not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
well, that's a suggestion. Talk to the dentist. Tell them Logan Crawford said, get this book in your dental office and all dental offices that treat kids, because I think it would be a great distraction. Tell the folks at home a little bit about the story, about Darla and the magic pillow and all that.
So I just had this idea of writing a children's book. Since I'm in the dental field, it was a little bit easier for me to write the book. I just want kids to read it and know that losing your teeth is just part of growing up, and going to the dentist is not a scary thing. Um, just for children to have their imagination and dream and believe, um, and just believe.
Yeah, exactly. To have that sense of wonder. I certainly
Uh-huh.
loved the Tooth Fairy when I was a kid. I used to like getting the quarter or 50 cents. What do parents leave under the pillow now? Like $100 bill? I mean, because of inflation, I would think it's gone up.
I guess it depends on the parent. I whatever they can afford, or I decided that'd be nice to write a note, and that's in the book from the Tooth Fairy.
So,
Um,
so Sarah gets a note from Darla in the book.
mhm,
Okay,
yes.
wonderful. Tell us a little bit of what that note says, if you're not going to spoil the story too much.
Um, Well, I like the people to buy the book and find out.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I think that we don't, no spoilers here. We don't want to give away too much, that's for sure. Wonderful, wonderful. Have you envisioned this as a cartoon or something for children to watch? I think you've got great characters, a great storyline, a magic pillow, Darla, Sarah. It sounds like it's ready to go.
I haven't thought about that yet.
Okay,
Um, I do want to write a second book
okay.
um, about the Tooth Fairy, but a little bit different characters when Sarah grows up and maybe has her own children.
Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. So it's going to go full circle. Now Sarah's the mom, and her kids
Mhm.
are worried about losing their teeth.
Mhm.
And that sounds great. Tell us about the magic pillow. Of course, that is intriguing in your title. So tell us about the magic pillow and what makes it so magic.
So when the child loses its tooth, they put it under the pillow. And
Mhm.
once the tooth is under the pillow, then it lights up. And then Darla or any tooth fairy will see that and they know the child has lost its tooth. So they come to take the tooth and leave a note.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have you tested this book on any children? Do you have kids or know any children in the neighborhood or relatives? Have you read it to any children?
My son bought the book as soon as it was published for my granddaughter.
Okay, great, great. How old's your
And
granddaughter?
she was a year and a half.
Okay,
And
great.
but the colors and everything, she loved it.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm sure
so
she did. It's very, very captivating. Tell us
mhm.
about those illustrations. They're wonderful. How did you come up with those? Did you create them or did you work with an illustrator or a company?
I worked with an illustrator and
Mhm.
I told him exactly how I wanted each character to look.
Yeah,
And they did it from there.
it's kind of fun bringing your vision to life, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Giving them direction, a little bit more like this, a little more like that. And that's wonderful. What kind of feedback have you received so far on your book from parents or young readers?
The few people that I know that have gotten my book, they really liked it. They
Yeah,
enjoyed it. Yeah,
abs absolutely. Absolutely. Is this your first time writing a book?
it is.
Okay. So, but now you got the bug because you've already got a sequel planned, I think, right?
Yes, yes.
Great, great. What advice would you give to a parent out there whose child is a little apprehensive? They're starting to do this, they're wiggling that tooth, and they're worrying about it falling out, and they have questions. What advice would you give?
Um, I would just tell the parent just to, um, make sure the child's seen his dentist or her dentist.
Hmm.
Um, and then, to keep wiggling their teeth, put under their pillow. Just talk about like the tooth fairy and adventures and that they can have um, in their dreams, in
Yeah.
their minds with the tooth fairy.
Absolutely. I think you got to really try to make it a fun time. And
Mhm,
I think that's the whole point behind the Tooth Fairy.
mhm.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem the Tooth Fairy comes when you're an adult. I mean, I've had a tooth extracted and no
Yes,
Tooth Fairy came and it wasn't fun. And then they drilled a metal post into my jaw and no Tooth Fairy was there either. So life is a whole lot less fun as an adult, right?
yes, it
Yeah,
is.
I know. So that's what's great about your book. It really captures the magic. Were you inspired by any other books or any other children's stories or anything like that? Tell us a little bit about the inspiration when you were writing your story and how long did it take you to write this book?
Um, Maybe a few months to write it. Um, the illustrations didn't take as long because I told them exactly what I wanted, so they
Mhm.
were able to illustrate everything. Um, I did see a lady write a book, her own book, and it was about the tooth fairy, but she had an actual little tooth that lit up, and that kind of, I guess, inspired me to
Yeah.
write.
Well,
Yeah.
I like your I like the pillow lighting up instead of the tooth. I think that's better. I think that's a
Mhm.
good signal to Darla to get in there and drop off her note or whatever other magical goodies she might leave behind for Sarah. Well, you did a great job with this book, Leticia. The name of the book is Darla the Tooth Fairy and the Magic Pillow. It is an amazing story, a delightful story that opens a door to magical dreams and lifelong memories. Leticia, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you.
I appreciate your talent, your wit, your wisdom, and your insight to the folks at home. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.